I am J.B. Smiley Sr., the father of J.B. Smiley Jr., who has my namesake. I wanted to be sure that when I go home to glory, someone will be here to carry on my namesake and good works. And yet, it is my son, J.B. Smiley Jr., that I'm talking about. Now, who is J.B. Smiley Jr.? From a father's perspective, I repeat, who is J.B. Smiley Jr.? From a father's perspective. I want you to know that starting at the age of 4, when he seemed to know himself, he was respectful and self-assured, always knowing what he wanted and trying to get it. He couldn't help himself. He always seemed to know what he wanted and trying to get it. He got a basketball at the age of 4, and nobody could take it away. Started AAU basketball, church basketball, Boy Scouts basketball, junior varsity basketball, all of that basketball stuff. Bouncing the basketball in the house, out of the house, around the house, down the street. It was his thing to do. And of course, he liked to read. He was an avid reader. And thank God he was. It has helped him up until this day. He has never given me any trouble all of his life. He is a good child, my child, and I'm proud to say that. And during his high school days, I told him that to get his college education, he would have to enter the military and follow my lead, because that's the way I got the rest of my education, through the GI Bill. And he said, Daddy, no. He said, you went to Vietnam, and you like to not got back here. You like to not made it. And yes, I told him that things happened. Because he would get his college education with academics. He said no, because he would get his college education with academics and the basketball. He would get academic scholarships and basketball scholarships. He kept repeating that. And he was true to his word. Lead point guard for Tennessee Tech University, lead point guard for Pikeville University, professional basketball in Mexico, Florida, and across the United States. That's a lot of basketball. Reading all at the same time. He did love to read. But I think he always loved basketball the most. But I can't tell. He still reading. And look what he's doing now. And he did fulfill his dream to become a lawyer. At the age of 12, he did say to me, I want to be a lawyer. I think it was him watching Perry Mason along with me as a child. But then later on, he heard about Johnnie Cochran, our own Johnnie Cochran. He said he wanted to be like Johnnie Cochran. And I think he's more close to Johnnie Cochran even now, because we've never lost a case. I must say he's never lost a case. I am only his assistant. But thank God, I'm learning more about law every day. 3 years later, after he entered law school, after only being offered $18,000 by one university, University of Memphis, because they had given most of the money away at that time, mid-season, he applied to Arkansas State, Little Rock, William H. Bourne School of Law, Arkansas State, Fayetteville, Ohio State, Detroit State, and some other colleges. And most of those colleges offered him $35,000 plus. But since he's mostly a homebody, love home, love church, he attended the nearest college, university, Arkansas, Little Rock, William H. Bourne School of Law. 3 years later, at the age of 27, became a lawyer. Boy, proud daddy? Yep, proud, still am. Graduated cum laude. Boy, I was thinking, God, tickety dog, that boy is doing it. Love my son, and he is an avid reader, studier, and it has paid off. Passed the bar in Arkansas and Tennessee only weeks apart, almost matching the test. In the process, as he was studying for the bar, he wrote a book entitled Born With It, Unleashing Your Greatness. He also assisted the dean in writing certain papers, which was approved by all of their colleagues, the professors at Arkansas Little Rock William H. Bourne School of Law. The dean of the college was so impressed that he led JB to 4 of his law firm colleagues, who hired him without question He worked there for 2 years, saved his money, came home, and opened his own law firm, and had the audacity to ask me if I would work for him. Took me out of retirement after 5 years. Proud daddy? Yes, son, I will. I'm glad I did. He's doing good things with his law firm. And we are steadily getting more customers. As his only employee, I'm proud to be there, proud of him. In the process of hiring me, he decided to run for 2 non-paid offices, and he won both offices. He is now the president of the Shelby County Young Democrats, and he's vice chairman of the National Black Democratic Caucus. National Black Democratic Caucus. Local and a national position, unpaid. That's dedication, that's commitment. And currently he's running for Shelby County Commissioner, District 8. He needs your vote, and he needs your support. And I urge you to vote for him. Early voting is now through the 26th. May 1st, primary voting day. I want to let you know this before I go on further, that he's a person who will change things. With your help and with the help of his colleagues, he plans to write new legislation. Look at the ordinances that are within the city of Memphis, laws, and see if they are real or if they should be changed to help everybody, to not be biased and against anyone but everybody. And the new legislation, and he can write legislation, will help make sure that the monies that the city of Memphis receives from the federal government and from other locations are not going far away to places like Collierville, Cordova, and Germantown, and I might add other places that don't need it, but to be put to good use in the places that it is needed. And you know where I'm talking about. I need not say much more. But in order to do this, he would need you to stand up and fight with him. He would need you to come to town hall meetings and come to other meetings in other places, in our home, in his home, and perhaps even at your home. So matters can be discussed so he can do what the people want within guidelines of the law. He is our guy. He is my son. He is your community person. He is the right person for the job. He will be your advocate. Please vote for my son and your community person from South Memphis for Shelby County Commissioner, District 8, during early voting and also doing the primary. I thank you, and may God bless you. Vote for J.B. Smiley Jr. for Shelby County Commissioner, District 8. Thank you.